Tabtale.
The Ugly Duckling. By a lake in the woods, in a sun-filled grass patch, Mama Duck sat on her eggs, waiting for them to hatch. There were 4 eggs in all. 3 were white, 1 was gray. She said, "The gray is the strangest egg I ever did lay."
Oh. Something is missing.
Excellent!
Great
The missing
job.
correct. Excellent! Excellent!
3 yellow ducklings came out of their shells with a quack. But the gray egg took much longer than the others to crack. When the duckling came out, the day after his brothers, he was big, fat, and gray. He didn't look like the others.
Count the eggs.
1,
Correct! Count the birds.
1, 2,
Nicely done! Count the cows.
1, 2, 3.
Great going! How many horses do you
1,
see?
2, 3, 4.
Nice going! Count the kettles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got it! Count the geese.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5, 6.
Great job! How many
1, 2,
sheep
3,
do
4,
you
6,
see?
7.
Great job! Count the
1, 2,
goats.
3, 4, 7.
Awesome! Count
1,
the
2,
ducks.
3, 4, 7, 9.
Great job! Count
1,
the
2,
cats.
3, 4, 6, 7, 9.
Excellent!
The other ducklings pointed at him, teased him through and through. "You're not like us at all," they said. "What kind of duck are you? Your feathers aren't yellow, and your beak just isn't right. In all of nature, we have never seen such a strange sight."
Something is missing.
Move the missing
Pieces to their place and help complete
You
the
got
picture.
it! Great job! Correct! Amazing!
The ugly duckling was alone, and sadness filled his face. He thought, "Maybe I'll go and find some friends in another place." He packed some crumbs and held his head up high, and went off the next morning when the sun rose in the sky.
Something is missing. Move the missing pieces to their place
Correct!
and
You
help
got
complete
it!
the picture.
Great job! Nice going! Amazing!
He walked all morning till he saw a lake just around the bend. He found 2 geese and thought, "Maybe they'll have me as their friend." But they said, "You're no friend, Gray Duck. With you we will not play." They wouldn't even talk to him as they laughed and swam away.
Move the missing pieces to their place and help complete the picture.
Great job!
Excellent!
Nicely
Great!
done!
Well done!
Awesome! Awesome!
Excellent!
Correct!
Awesome!
Awesome!
Well done!
Great going! You got it!
Right!
Good job!
Right!
Great!
Correct! Excellent!
You got it!
Well done!
Great! Great! Great job!
Excellent!
Nicely done!
Nice going! Right!
Correct!
Nice going!
Correct! Nicely done! Nicely
Well
done!
done!
He walked all morning till he saw a lake just around the bend. He And so he went off on his own to find himself a friend. He searched the forest high and low. He walked from end to end. He walked through the cold wind that made him shake and sneeze, until he reached a cabin in the woods among the trees.
Flip the cards to match the pairs.
You got it!
Nice going!
Inside the cabin lived a little rooster and a cat, and by the stove, in a big chair, a nice old granny sat. "Who are you, strange bird?" they all asked. "You don't look like a duck, but maybe you'll lay eggs for us. Perhaps you'll bring us luck." The duckling was upset and stood as silent as a mouse. He knew that there were no friends for him in this little house. The duckling left the cabin the next day and set off in the snow. His beak was cold, his feathers shook. He had nowhere to go. He walked until he found a lake that didn't seem too deep. The duckling tucked his head under his wing and quickly fell asleep. A farmer passed nearby and saw the duckling sleeping there. He took the duckling to his farm to give him food and care. The children played with him. They washed his feathers, cleaned his feet. They even packed a small bag for him, filled with yummy things to eat. The duckling flew away again, still alone, but stronger. And then he walked for miles until he couldn't any longer. He stopped to rest beside a bush, and looking up he found a lake in which some lovely swans were swimming round and round.
I wish I was like them,
He thought,
and not so plain and gray. If I were white and lovely, all my cares would go away.
with every day that passed, the duckling grew and grew. His feet got bigger, and his wings were faster than he flew. But still he was alone, the duckling with no kin or friend. As time went by, he wandered on and walked without end. One day he stood between the flowers on the water shore, and once again he saw the pretty swans he'd seen before. He almost ran away. He didn't want them all to see how different he was from them, not graceful and lovely. But how surprised he was when they came forth and said, "Hello! Oh, brother, won't you play with us? Where have you been? Don't go." The duckling couldn't understand how everything had changed, that suddenly he had new friends. It felt a little strange. But when he looked into the water, much to his surprise, he was no longer ugly. He could not believe his eyes. His neck was long, his feathers white, his feet were slim and strong. He'd never been a duck at all. He was a lovely swan. And then he realized he hadn't been ugly at all. He was just different from all those he'd met since he was small. He joined the swans and lives with them until this very day. And everyone who meets him is his friend and wants to play. So now you know that even if you're different from the rest, you may grow up to be a lovely swan, the very best.
Bye.
And then he realized he hadn't.
The end.